Hey everybody, it's Brian Davis, Mr. Buysalot, out on a pick for you guys. So we are loading the truck. I rented a truck. Went to an estate sale this morning. There's some stuff there. Boxes of the magazines that I told you guys about. Here's the type of stuff it is. Post, there's some Life. Those are all sports. More Life. Here's wrestling. 1969 Inside Football. Those are Hot Rod magazines down there. Hunting, True Adventures. There's Pixie, Say, pinup magazine type stuff. A whole bunch of that type of items. And then there are some digest size stuff. We also purchased, it wasn't quite as many as we had thought. It is about 1,600 starting lineup figures. We're going to be loading those into the truck soon. And I purchased a whole bunch of music, original press promo photos, including rap and garage rock and heavy metal stuff that I'm going to have available for you guys soon. Once we get the truck all loaded up, because I have people bringing stuff right now. I mean, you can see there's boxes and boxes. The whole house is just full of amazing ephemera. So this is the kind of stuff that we're going to have. So if you guys are interested, make sure that you send me some messages. Let me know. We're going to bring it to you directly as we buy it. And hopefully you guys are interested. So I will see what we picked up yesterday between the estate sale and the deal I went on. Here are our starting lineups. All up and through there, and then there's magazines underneath them. And then items from the estate sale. There's a bunch of music and rock and roll and rap, press photos and press kits that we also picked up, and some other great stuff that I'll be showing you guys. I'm going to cut in and out on this video because obviously I have to do work and unload the truck. But we're going to get the starting lineups out of here first. You know, you got Mickey Mantle, Mark McGuire. So a nice lot of these. And we're going to get these back on the shelves. These will be coming up in the auction or as a wholesale deal. I haven't quite decided yet, but just wanted to give you guys a heads up of what I bought this week. We spent a total of $8,000 on one part of the deal. I spent another $1,000 in line at the estate sale. The guy took me over to his car to show me stuff. And then here is the other item I purchased this week that I thought was really cool. So I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do these. So these are 1 pound bottles of triple distilled mercury. So they're very dense. They were used for dental stuff back in the 30s. Those are old stock. If you look online, they're like $175 to $250 a bottle. I have 37 bottles. I think I'm going to be asking $100 a bottle. And if somebody buys them all, I may just take $75 a bottle and leave the room for somebody to more than double up. This again. Okay, now we're back. We got the starting lineups out of the truck. Now we're bringing you little steps as we're entering in and emptying the truck out. These are all the rock and roll and music and rap press kits and press photos right here. All bands, big hair bands, garage rock, grunge, rap. So those are awesome. Those 4 boxes there. And these are all the magazines. Here, look, see, sports. A little bit of everything. So we're going to get all of this emptied into the warehouse because I have to have this truck back tomorrow morning. And we're in the middle of getting ready to start our auction for the day. My wife is going to do an auction selling rock and roll concert posters. So if this video happens to pop up before that, which it won't, you guys make sure to check her out when she does specialized rock and roll poster auctions. Okay, I'm going to keep showing you guys as we get the truck emptied. And then once we have it in the warehouse, we can kind of give you guys a little bit better of an idea of the other stuff that I bought at the estate sale and a little brief walkthrough of this stuff. So this is what we've done with the starting lineup so far. Obviously, I've got to actually look through them. All we've done is count how many were in each box. I didn't even look at what figures are in each box, but that's all there. You can see down this aisle, all these boxes are full. My purchase includes another 30 boxes like this, so just waiting for those. And we're going to show you guys the rest of the stuff in just a second. Okay, so now you guys have seen the row with all the starting lineups. Here is stuff that I bought at the estate sale, but not from the estate sale. Actually, while I was waiting in line for 2 hours to get into the estate sale, I struck up a conversation. Someone recognized me and asked if I would be interested in looking in his car and buying some stuff. So once we talked for a little bit, I actually went and bought some stuff out of his car that was pretty awesome. This stuff here I'm going to show you on the table is from that purchase, and it's pretty neat. So there's these really early on tin, these glass numbers with a metallic background. These are probably early turn of the century, 1910s, 1920 era, cut glass on top of tin, house numbers. Here are catalogs right here, some toy catalogs. Here is a 1965 souvenir program for dirt track and motorcycle races. There is a great collection of glass negatives. Like, by great I mean some of these really large full plates are, this is a girls' field hockey team from 1919. There's military, sports, colleges, architecture, houses, trolleys, just a lot of really cool stuff in these glass negatives right here, which is pretty much amazing. There was a little box of ephemera, some postcards and greeting cards, and I have another stack somewhere that I got with these. This is for the Tobacco Silks. It's a little store advertising sign. There are a couple of the silks, or not the silks, the tobacco cards, but from a different series. You can see right here. It's a navy long cut. There's a Leica catalog. There's a painting. Then there is a bunch of, it's a mix of reprints of vintage toy catalogs. Like that Hubley catalog is a reprint of a 1930s or 20s Hubley catalog. And there's Britain's. Here are more catalogs, and then I'll take you guys over. So that's what I bought out while I was waiting in line, along with some really good early turn-of-the-century bottles. They're actually in the other car that my son has right now. And then I'm going to take you guys over and show you what else I got. So also from the gentleman that I bought stuff from, if you're watching this, thank you very much. All these awesome 1940s signal flags. So these are Navy signal flags for ships, 1940s. We're going to bring those to auction this week. At the estate sale, those two tubs down there are full of 1870 through about 1910, 1920 sheet music. Then on the house call, along with the starting lineups, I bought magazines. So as you can see here, this whole row is boxes of vintage sports magazines, pinup magazines, hot rod magazines, Time, Life. Here's Sports Illustrated, Social Justice. There's a box or two boxes of wrestling. So this is all part of what we bought yesterday. I think in total we are looking at about 4,500 items that I bought over this weekend. And then also I bought that mercury on Friday that you guys see earlier on in the video, which is pretty awesome. Just got to look into what the shipping rules are on it and make sure that I try to apply them. But I've seen a bunch of them sold on eBay, so should be no problem. I might just bring them to auction or offer them to you guys. And if I do that, they'll be less than half of sold comps. And that's pretty much it that I got this week. Unless I pick something else up today, I do have somebody bringing me some stuff to show me this afternoon. but not bad for a day. Granted, I believe we spent right around $10,000. The one deal was $8,000. I spent about $1,000 between the estate sale and the guy in line. You guys will see over here, I actually went to the estate sale for my mother, because my mom likes vintage textiles and linens, but this is what my mom wanted. She wanted all these cards of vintage buttons. So these boxes are completely full. Beautiful, beautiful buttons. If I wouldn't have bought these for her, I would probably be bringing these to the auction, because there are really some great buttons. On these are all black glass, decorated jet glass. You can see all of these boxes are just full of really early buttons. Some really nice stuff, real decorative. Yeah, there's thimbles, there might be a few hat pins. This is probably a brooch with a unnamed front. So that's from France. Yeah, it looks like a cloisonne silhouette brooch, really early. So lots of stuff. That whole box there is full of buttons, and the box underneath it is also full of buttons. And inside of this bin, there's a white-on-white blanket for my mom, and then there's books on buttons, and then more boxes of buttons at the bottom. So a lot of buttons that I got from the estate sale. I think they're really awesome. Some of them are fantastic, really cute, real decorative. A lot of glass, a lot of hand painted. So this was a pretty awesome collection. So hopefully I will be combining all the videos that I took of this load for this weekend and see if I buy anything else today. But not sure yet if I'm going to offer this stuff out wholesale as a wholesale deal, or if this is just the stuff that you guys are going to see this week in the auction. So if you see it this week in the auction, good luck on the bids. If there's something you're interested in specifically, email me, Mr. Buysalot795@gmail.com. See what I can do, or one little section, like if you're interested in just the glass negatives, if you're interested in just the catalogs, something like that, maybe email me and we'll see what we can do. Okay, this is Brian Davis, Mr. Buysalot. Thanking you guys, hoping you're having a great weekend. Thank you everyone who is stopping by and watching my wife do an auction. And we will see everybody Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 1 until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mr. Buysalot during our live auctions. See you then, guys. Thanks.